The British royal family has long been perceived as a living tapestry of history, tradition, and evolving social values. And within this complex structure, Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, has emerged as a central, stabilizing figure. As we analyze the extensive footage from the Royal Family Channel, particularly celebrating her 61st year, we are invited to look beyond the surface of her public appearances to understand the sophisticated strategy behind her presence. Her journey from a successful career in public relations to becoming one of the most trusted members of the inner circle is mirrored perfectly in her fashion choices. Over the decades, Sophie has developed a sartorial language that speaks of competence, warmth, and an unwavering commitment to duty. This evolution is not merely a change in wardrobe, but a reflection of a woman who has mastered the delicate art of being a modern royal. Someone who must be visible but never distracting, regal yet relatable, and traditional yet contemporary. When we examine her recent fashion choices, the concept of quiet luxury is the most prominent theme. Unlike the bold, trend-driven cycles of the high fashion world, the Duchess's style is rooted in longevity and quality. She has cultivated a relationship with designers who understand the unique requirements of royal life, where a garment must look impeccable from every angle, withstand hours of travel, and remain dignified in a variety of settings. Designers like Susanna London and Emilia Wickstead have become her staples, providing silhouettes that emphasize a modest elegance. Her preference for A-line skirts and cinched waistlines creates a timeless feminine shape that pays homage to the classic royal style of the 1950s while utilizing modern fabrics and textures that keep the look fresh and relevant for the 21st century. The color palette chosen by the Duchess is equally intentional. In her earlier years of royal service, she often leaned toward neutral tones, beiges, creams, and soft grays, perhaps as a way to blend in during her transition into the firm. However, as her confidence and seniority have grown, so too has her use of color. Today, we see her embracing diplomatic dressing, where she uses color to honor the organizations or nations she visits. Whether it is a vibrant green dress for an environmental initiative or a bold sapphire blue for a formal gala, she understands that her physical presence serves as a beacon. For the crowds gathered to see her, a bright coat or a well-defined hat ensures that she is visible, fulfilling the famous mantra of the late Queen Elizabeth II, "I have to be seen to be believed." One of the most remarkable aspects of Sophie's fashion evolution is her mastery of the professional meets personal aesthetic. In her work with charities focusing on avoidable blindness, gender equality, and support for the disabled, she often opts for approachable fashion. This involves softer textures, such as fine wool crepes and silk blends, and the use of floral patterns that break down the formal barriers between a duchess and the public. In the video highlights, we see her interacting with children and the elderly. Her clothing never appears stiff or intimidating. Instead, her outfits allow for movement, allowing her to sit on the floor with students or lean in close to a veteran to hear their story. This tactical use of fashion to facilitate human connection is what has earned her the reputation of being this secret weapon of the royal family. Furthermore, the Duchess of Edinburgh has become a pioneer in sustainable royal fashion, a topic of increasing importance in the modern era. She is frequently seen recycling her favorite pieces, wearing them years apart with different styling to show that royal garments are investments rather than disposable items. This practice aligns her with the environmental values of King Charles III and resonates with a public that is increasingly conscious of the ethics of the fashion industry. By repeating a cherished coat or a perfectly tailored blazer, she signals a sense of thrift and practicality that endears her to the British public, proving that she is grounded in the reality of her supporters' lives. Her accessories provide the finishing touches to this narrative of thoughtful elegance. Sophie's choice of millinery is particularly noteworthy. She favors hats that frame her face rather than those with wide brims that cast shadows. This choice is vital for a royal whose primary role is communication. It ensures that the cameras and the people she meets can see her eyes, fostering a sense of transparency and sincerity. Her jewelry choices often blend the historic with the contemporary. While she has access to some of the world's most magnificent tiaras and heirlooms, she often chooses subtle, modern pieces for daily engagements. Simple gold hoops, delicate necklaces, and watches that suggest a woman who is mindful of the time and focused on the task at hand. As she navigates her 60s, the Duchess of Edinburgh has reached a pinnacle of style that is both age-appropriate and aspirational. She has avoided the trap of trying to look younger than she is, instead embracing a sophisticated maturity that exudes power and grace. Her hair and makeup follow a similar philosophy: natural, polished, and consistent. This consistency is key to her public image. People know what to expect from Sophie. She is a symbol of reliability in a changing world. Whether she is in a camouflage uniform visiting the military or a floor-length gown for a state banquet, the essence of the woman remains unchanged. In conclusion, the story of Duchess Sophie's fashion is the story of her life within the royal family, a journey of learning, adapting, and ultimately thriving. She has moved from the periphery to the very heart of the monarchy, and her wardrobe has been her constant companion in this transformation. She uses fashion not as a shield to hide behind, but as a bridge to reach out to the world. As the Duchess of Edinburgh, she carries forward the legacy of the title with a modern sensibility, proving that true style is not about what you wear, but the character and warmth of the person wearing it. Her 61 years have brought a wisdom that is reflected in every hemline, every color choice, and every smile, making her a true icon of the modern British state.